Good evening. Oh, it's so nice for you to be here tonight. This is an exciting evening, and we can tell by standing room only. This is really, really wonderful. So thank you all for coming. I'm Sandra Gary, Chair of Sullivan Renaissance. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And what an exciting award ceremony we have in store for you tonight. We shall be recognizing and celebrating all of your efforts, your challenges, and successes by awarding and distributing just shy of $150,000 in Phase 2 grants. So thank you. And this is very exciting. And to begin our program, I'd like to have you welcome the Somerville brothers, Barry and Ken.
Thank you.
They have been very generous with Sullivan Renaissance in allowing us to use their song, Do Something Good, for the past 12 years. It seems to fit our program and all the work you do so well, while encouraging others to join the effort. So please, let us welcome Ken and Barry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra.
There are angels here on earth, and I don't claim to be one. I am humble beyond words every time I see one reaching out and doing what I should have done in the name of love. Do something good for somebody. A helping hand holds the key, my friend. Do something good for somebody when you don't know what to do. Do what you should. Do something good. The power of an act of love is more than just a favor, a chain reaction enough to change this world forever. Look around, it don't take much when you're feeling down. Lift yourself up and do something good for somebody. A helping hand holds the key, my friend. Do something good for somebody when you don't know what to do. Do what you should. Do something good. Gotta do something. Yeah. Something good. Life is not about how long you live. It's what you do with the time you're given. So do something good for somebody. A helping hand holds the key, my friend. Do something good for somebody when you don't know what to do. Do something good. Won't you do something if you can? Come on and do something, do something. Gotta do something. do something good.
You're doing it. Thank you very much. Keep it going.
Thank you.
The Somerville Brothers, thank you. Thank you. That was perfect. Thank you, perfect. That's so perfect in this wonderful spot. Thank you so much. And this has been a glorious evening, and it's in a wonderful spot, a beautiful weekend weather-wise. And I just want to say thank you, Alan, for building this so we can have it here. When you step back and look at the past 14 years, there has been a great change in Sullivan County. You have our year-round residents and seasonal communities alike, together with your neighbors, family, and friends, have come together to recognize the value of flowers and the value of a well-tended community. You have enhanced our sense of well-being. Your acts of beautification and community revitalization shows that someone cares and is willing to make a difference. And that difference is you, all of you out here. You have even inspired your neighbors, not in the program, to clean and beautify their homes and business establishments. You are sending and spreading the message of community. What a wonderful example for our youth as they work alongside of you. So thank you so much for all that you do. And without a doubt, there are always so many people to thank for the good work of Sullivan Renaissance. Our partners, our sponsors, steering committee, our wonderful judges, and garden design panel, just to name a few. However, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank the staff of Sullivan Renaissance for their wonderful work in assisting you with your projects. They are all dedicated, passionate individuals have come together to help you accomplish your vision. As hard as you are working out in your community, this team is with you every step of the way. They may be upset with me, but as I call your name, do you mind coming on stage? And Helen. Oh, here we go. Helen Budrock, maybe you can just go over the because we'll get, thank you. Helen Budrock, our community planner, helps our communities with the visioning process. She works very closely with Diana Wiener. If you could come up, please. Yeah, our horticultural coordinator. I'm already getting the look. Vivian Malteri Ginsburg, our horticulturist. Who can be seen working in your neighborhood's gardens with her crew on a regular basis. Oh, here comes Vivian. And Kara Kolowaski, our volunteer coordinator. And she does outreach and coordinates all our wonderful volunteers. This team works closely together in seeing that your horticultural needs are met. Colleen Emery. She is project coordinator of our public awareness campaign. And I don't know if you have noticed, our radio ads are now in 3 languages: English, Spanish, and Yiddish, thanks to Colleen. Denise Frangipani is, is Assistant Director who's very involved with the intern program and many youth and environmental initiatives. Now, back at the office, we could not do without Kathleen Capizzola. Oh, there you go. Well, she's our office manager. She's always in the office, okay? And she keeps us on budget. She keeps us right on line. Jennifer Avilia. Yeah. 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 Jennifer was our youth intern, but now she is our program assistant and doing a wonderful job. Yeah. And Saray Gonzalez is responsible for coordinating. She's responsible for coordinating all of our functions, including this evening, and keeping us on task. So thank you, Saray. This is wonderful. Alan is starting to look around now. He's like, oh, no. We cannot do anything without Glenn Pontier. Glenn. Yeah. Glenn is responsible for the overall day-to-day management of our program and represents Sullivan Renaissance on several Sullivan County boards. He keeps us all going in the same direction, which isn't easy, I must say. And now, to round out our staff, we have Alan Frischman. He's our seasonal program consultant. And Alan works with our seasonal communities. And finally, not before finally, we have Kathy Davidoff. Actually, everyone thinks she's my sister. Kathy is very actively involved from the steering committee, and she attends all our program meetings. And finally, Kim Torrens. Okay. Kim Torrens is my personal assistant, and she keeps me headed in the right direction and does all things as needed for me and Sullivan Renaissance. I can't thank this wonderful team enough, for whom I receive so many compliments on their abilities, their quality of work, and their professionalism. Not only are they hardworking and dedicated, but they enjoy their work, and I really enjoy working with them. So thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. And I know they so enjoy working with the community and every one of you out here, but I really never thank them this way, and they do such great work, so thank you. We were very fortunate to have Senator Bonasek here earlier, but he had to go on to another meeting, but he asked me to say that he appreciates everything you do, and he's very proud of all your work in our community. And I'd also, is Christine Schiff here? Did she come tonight? She was going to be here on behalf of Congressman Gibson, who was also unable to come, but, and I thank her for coming also. And now, could you please welcome the chair of the Sullivan County Legislature, Scott Samuelson, who is here tonight, and he would like to say a few words. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. And thank you. It is always such a pleasure to be here. It is incredible to look out at this room and see all of you here. The work that you do throughout the year is extraordinary. What you bring to this community is extraordinary. The pride that you instill, it is so heartwarming to all of us on the legislature. I would like to introduce members of the legislature who are here tonight. Standing in the back of the room, you have Ira Steingart. Standing next to him is Kathy Labuda. Sitting over here in the front row is Cindy Geiger. I saw Kitty Vetter here earlier. Is Kitty still here? Kitty's over here. And Cora Edwards, I think I saw somewhere too. There's Cora Edwards. Did I miss any of my colleagues on the legislature? As you can see, we got most of them here tonight. So that's just a testament to how the entire board and the entire county feels about the work that you do. It is 14 years. It's hard to believe that it's that long if you just think about the time. But when you look around this community and you look at all of the projects that you've been working on for all of those years, you can see the progression, and it is so incredibly heartwarming. Again, a community filled with pride is a community that can do anything. I think we have an extraordinarily bright future ahead of us, lots of exciting things coming our way, and you guys have really set the tone. And again, on behalf of the legislature and the entire county, we thank you. Have a great evening. Thank you. And congratulations.
Hello, I'm Kara Kowalski, Volunteer Coordinator, here to recognize the Sullivan Renaissance Volunteer Corps. The Volunteer Corps is a group of committed individuals who help with Renaissance projects around the county. When groups inform me of specific volunteer needs, I share the information with the Corps, and members assist when and where they can. This year, these volunteers have contributed hundreds of hours of direct assistance to nearly 20 different projects around Sullivan County. Community projects in Liberty, Rock Hill, Monticello, Hurleyville, Mountaindale, to name a few, all thank these individuals. Members have also participated in an orientation, attended trainings, and even led gardening classes for youth in seasonal communities, all while gaining a comprehensive understanding of the Sullivan Renaissance program. So let me call up on stage and introduce the members of the 2014 Sullivan Renaissance Volunteer Corps. Saray Gonzalez, please join me on stage. Those who are present, please, after you come up, remain on stage for a group photo. I'll start with our first-year members, Deborah Cortez. And if you could hold your applause to the end, that'd be great. No offense, Deborah. Tamara D'Antoni, Melissa DeMarmels, Margaret Dreyer, Raymond Evans, Karen Karendian, Regina Lacatina, Beth Mastro, Kelly McGowan, Steve Melendez, and Rosemary Sherman. And for our second-year members, we have Melinda Cormier, Marjorie Evans, Michelle Guidera, Mary Mancuso, Daniel McCormack, Meaghan McCormack, Diane Moss, Marge Rubin, and Eric Schramm. I want to thank all of you for taking part in this program and for your commitment to beautification and community engagement in Sullivan County. Your involvement is inspiring, and I am so happy to know each of you. Thank you. I'd also like to extend a special shout out to this evening's feathered friend. You may have seen him when you were coming in. Rennie the Rooster, also known as Fallsburg student Olav Langland. Thank you, Olav. He's no longer here, but we appreciate his involvement tonight. Sullivan Renaissance also recognizes young people who volunteer with the Renaissance Project in their community. Please help me welcome Cindy Cashin of the SUNY Sullivan Foundation to present this year's SUNY Sullivan Scholarship Awards.
Good evening. I'm so happy to be here tonight once again representing the SUNY Sullivan Foundation. And before we start, I just want to also say I'm glad that our college president, Dr. Karen Hilgerson, could be here tonight. So I don't know where she is in the crowd, but if you could stand up right back there. This year, the SUNY Sullivan Foundation is pleased to award 2 scholarships. Our first recipient is a recent graduate from Sullivan West High School. In a few short weeks, she'll be attending SUNY Sullivan full-time, majoring in liberal arts health sciences. Madison McCormack volunteered this year with Jeffersonville's Category C project, the Backyard Park with Main Street Enhancement. On July 2nd, as everyone here knows, the Jeffersonville area suffered devastating floods that almost ruined this entire project. Madison immediately made herself available to help with the flood aftermath and continues to help with the project today. As Colleen, the project's coordinator, said, Madison proved to be an invaluable asset in a dire time of need. Madison has also been a Sullivan Renaissance intern. And so, the SUNY Sullivan Foundation is pleased to award Madison with a $1,500 scholarship for her freshman year at SUNY Sullivan. So Madison, if you could please come up. Our next recipient is Brittany Fuller, who has been a member of the Sullivan Renaissance in Livingston Manor for the past 2 years, where she has also served as an intern. This year, she helped with the Renaissance Park, working on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, pretty much a full-time job. She's also involved in Girl Scouts, her church, and she has held a part-time job. As her mentor, Catherine, says, she sets goals, budgets her time, and follows through on her commitments, qualities in a student that any college would want. In addition to presenting Brittany with a Sullivan Renaissance Scholarship for $1,500, I'm so happy to say that she is also a SUNY Sullivan Presidential Scholar, meaning that she is in the top percentage of all Sullivan County high school graduates, and she's receiving a SUNY Sullivan Scholarship for that as well. It's my pleasure to present Brittany with her scholarship. Best of luck to both ladies, and we are so happy to have them at SUNY Sullivan this fall. And now I'd like to introduce Karen Minogue and Elizabeth Rowley of the Community Foundation of Orange and Sullivan to present more scholarships to more deserving students.
Good evening. My name is Karen Van Houten Minogue. I'm the president and CEO of the Community Foundation of Orange and Sullivan. And to my left is Elizabeth Rowley, the Community Foundation's Director of Development. And it is with enormous pleasure that the Community Foundation partnered again this year with Sullivan Renaissance to administer a scholarship fund for students involved in all of these wonderful projects you'll be hearing about. Since 2008, we have been a partner with Sullivan Renaissance, proud partner. To date, we have helped Sullivan Renaissance award over $31,000 in scholarships to deserving students. The Sullivan Renaissance Scholarship Fund provides scholarship opportunities for a college of choice to participants who have made a significant volunteer contribution to a project, and they can either be in high school or already in college and taking part in these projects. Last week, while I was on vacation, Elizabeth Rowley and our Community Foundation board member and past chairman, R.J. Smith, who I know was here earlier, I'm not sure if he's still with us. Where is he? There he is in the back waving. One of the founding members of the Community Foundation with tremendous vision. He and Elizabeth reviewed and made the selections for scholarships ranging from $500 to $1,500 for each student. And these scholarships will be awarded for the spring 2015 semester. So on behalf of the Community Foundation of Orange and Sullivan County, it is my pleasure to announce the 2014 Sullivan Renaissance Scholarship recipients. Will the recipients who are present please join me on stage as you hear your name? Taylor Goudreau. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Taylor is from Bloomingburg and volunteered to spruce up and maintain the gardens at the Mamakating Historical Society. And Taylor says, what I enjoyed most was that it showed me how volunteering in other areas of your community can be beneficial. Taylor is currently studying engineering at Binghamton University. Congratulations. Our next recipient, I'm not sure if she's here, Meaghan Hazen. She is great. Wonderful. Meaghan is from Glen Spey and volunteered on the ball field project in Lumberland. Meaghan said, I used to play ball on this field, and it was the playground we used for recess. These memories made me want to get the ball field to look like it did for the children now. Meaghan is studying psychology and communications at SUNY Brockport. Congratulations. Our next recipient is Andrea McKerrell. Andrea is from Glen Spey as well and also volunteered at the ball field project in Lumberland. Andrea said, as a ball player in high school, we only had one field and had to schedule 3 teams on the field. Now teams will have an extra field to play on, and it's good to know that I played a part in making this happen. Andrea is studying biology and chemistry at SUNY Cortland. Congratulations. The next recipient is Jordan Mirch. Jordan is from Long Eddy and volunteered time outside of her internship with the Long Eddy Project. Jordan said, this experience helped me to realize what just a few people can accomplish if we work hard towards a common goal. Jordan is studying environmental science at Delaware Valley College. Congratulations. The next recipient is Amanda Rosenberger. Amanda is from Callicoon and volunteered with the Callicoon Business Association's maintenance of gardens and planters. Amanda said, the flowers look absolutely beautiful, and although I was not the only one who worked hard to make them that way, I feel great knowing I had a part in it. Amanda is studying art and psychology at SUNY Oneonta. Congratulations. The next recipient, and this is a repeat recipient as well, Kane Sauchuk. I remember awarding a scholarship to Kane last year. Kane is from Swan Lake and volunteered with Swan Lake Renaissance. Kane said, "My work with Swan Lake Renaissance has defined me as a person. I began volunteering in 5th grade when I was 10 years old. A decade later, I look back on that first summer of volunteering as a turning point in my life." Kane is studying history, political science, politics, philosophy, and law at Binghamton University. Our next recipient is Matthew Young. Matthew is from Wurtsboro and volunteered to maintain gardens at the Mamakating Town Hall and the police station. Matt said, "Although I have pride for all areas of Sullivan County, it was volunteering in my hometown that gave me a sense of pride and accomplishment beyond that which you can achieve from paid work." Matthew is studying English and environmental science at SUNY Plattsburgh. Congratulations. And our final recipient for the Sullivan Renaissance Scholarship this year is Peter Vordstadt. Peter is from Eldred and volunteered at the Highland Lake Fire Department to continue maintenance on a project that he led 2 years ago as an Eagle Scout. Peter will be attending York College of Pennsylvania, and we'd also like to welcome Peter to the podium to share his thoughts on this experience and the scholarship award that he's receiving.
Good evening. As I was just introduced, I'm Peter Vordstadt, and I'm going to be attending York College in 10 days. I have been involved in the Renaissance many projects, my Eagle Scout project by itself, other fellow Boy Scout projects, and my sister's Gold Award project, and I also can remember working on the Circle Park project when it was first started up. We're here tonight to look at each other's projects and to get awards and get scholarships, but everybody in here tonight, if you don't walk away, you are all winners. Everybody is a winner for volunteering, not just at your own hometown, but to make a community better. Even though it's hard work and backbreaking, you may not want to do it, but it's worth it. People look around at you and maybe think this person might be crazy working on 100-degree weather. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it. It makes the community better and it makes you feel good. So tonight, I thank all of you for helping, and I thank the Sullivan Renaissance for making our community such a great place to live in. Thank you.
Please join me again in giving a round of applause to all of this year's scholarship winners.
My name is Denise Frangipani. I'm Assistant Director at Renaissance, and I have the honor and the privilege of working with our interns. Keeping the next generation of leaders in mind, Renaissance offers a variety or partners on a variety of initiatives that are intended to engage youth in developing a sense of place and finding their own voice. From grants and scholarships, as you just heard, to community service, work experience, and even membership on our steering committee, they are all intended to provide meaningful experiences for Sullivan County youth. The Youth Development and Internship Program combines a paid summer work opportunity with leadership skills through hands-on learning service and an exploration of a variety of community topics.
The primary role of the Renaissance interns, of course, is to help with the care of the flowers and the gardens and the other elements of the community projects to which they are assigned. Not every community gets an intern, many request them, and it's a pretty competitive job. So for that, I commend the group that we have this year. As an extension of the program, we meet weekly, and we meet either with community leaders or at a specific location of interest. This year we visited the Catskill Art Society to learn about the impact of the arts in our community. We visited Bethel Woods to talk about civic engagement and learn about the history of the site. We visited the Center for Discovery to learn about healthcare and some of the things that the center is doing for the community. We also met with our chairman of our legislature, Scott Samuelson. We viewed the movie Food, Inc. to learn about our food policies and our food issues. And we shared stories with other youth who are engaged in making a difference in their own communities. We met with Manor Inc. and also the Youth Radio Revolution from WJFF. The goal of this program is to help participants connect with their community and to understand that wherever they live, here or in the future, they will be part of some community and will have an important role to play. We strive to support young people in finding and using their voice by encouraging them to ask questions, challenge opinions, and share ideas. And so, rather than hear me talk about it, why not hear from them? I would like to invite Matt Karendian and Jane Hyman, two of our interns, Matt from Rock Hill and Jane interned in Swan Lake, to please join me on the stage so that we can hear from you. And while they're making their way up here, we can just applaud the whole group.
Good evening. There are two parts to this whole experience: gardening to make the community look better, and also going to meetings every week to get to know the county as a whole. Jane will speak about her experience in the field and how she makes Swan Lake look good, but first I'm going to talk about the weekly meetings. It was great to get to know people that are my age and who live in different parts of Sullivan County, because teenagers, especially in this county, are limited to people in their own area because of how spread out everyone is. That is one of the benefits Sullivan Renaissance provides us with. For the next part of our meetings, like Denise just mentioned, we met with some of the most important Sullivan County icons, which in itself was a great experience. For local figures to take time out of their busy schedules to speak to the youth of Sullivan Renaissance, it makes me feel that I actually have a voice in my community, which people my age feel they lack. We also traveled to places like Hurleyville, Livingston Manor, and Bethel Woods to get a feel of how vast but connected our community is. Throughout the years, I've noticed huge changing happening before my eyes, and I really want to be part of the growth and future of my hometown. For me, this was more than just a job. This was an experience that I will use for the rest of my life. After college, I want to take my degree to where I grew up, here in Sullivan County. I'm so grateful to have been part of such a great organization that rewards the community and also strengthens the local youth. Here is Jane Hyman, who is the intern at Swan Lake, and she's going to talk about her summer with Sullivan Renaissance.
Hi, I'm Jane Hyman, as Matt said. Before I begin, I just want to thank Denise and Colleen and Kara and Jennifer, everyone who organizes the meetings, because they make sure that we have food, which is very important, and we have drinks, and Denise always keeps everything interesting so we don't get bored, so I just want to thank them. Matt kind of talked to you about like what goes on behind the scenes at our meetings, but I'm going to talk about kind of what happens in the field. So in Swan Lake this year, we're working on a Category C project, so we're up for an award for tonight. And what we basically did is we kind of did an archaeological dig up, and we discovered this castle, and it's really beautiful. It's an old castle. It was built several years ago, and this year our project was to restore it. And I don't know if anyone here has driven through Swan Lake, but if you have, you'll know that it's a very diverse community. There's people from all different backgrounds, different walks of life, different religions and ethnicities, and I think the most beautiful thing that I saw this year was that Sullivan Renaissance really brought everyone together. You know, when we went to go work on the castle, everyone forgot where they came from, and it was just, our goal was to get this project finished and to make it look beautiful. So I think that's one of the main goals of Sullivan Renaissance, and that's what we did this year, and that's what Sullivan Renaissance continues to do. So thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Matt and Jean. Our Renaissance program, the internship program, is administered in partnership with the Center for Workforce Development, and I'd like to introduce Pat Bavacqua to join me on the stage. Pat is from the Center for Workforce Development. She'll be handing out our certificates. All of our interns are receiving certificates of recognition from our legislature, our assemblywoman, our congressman, and our senator, as well as from Sullivan Renaissance. So these are things that they can carry with them beyond the program and something to be very proud of. So I'm going to introduce them in just a moment. I just want to say that each year we have a diversity of young people who come through our program, and I'm always in awe of their commitment to their community. I encourage you to take a hint from them what these young people in Sullivan County are willing to do, because they are eager and ready to serve, and we need only ask them to do so. And I'm just going to go off script for just a moment to say that this was the quietest group of interns ever. I actually programmed crickets to my cell phone and occasionally would press the crickets button because they were so quiet. But they were truly amazing. They were paying attention, not just to me because I just make things fun, but they were listening to our speakers. They were really focused on what we were talking about. They were in tune with the community. They weren't just showing up for work. They were really connected with what you are all doing out there. So I want to personally thank you all for doing that. You made me very proud and really glad that I get to do this every day as part of my job. So a round of applause for all of them, please. Yay. Still waters run very deep. So please join me in recognizing our 2014 Renaissance interns, and we're going to invite you to join us on the stage. Joseph Aiken from Woodridge. I don't know if Joseph is here tonight. There he is. Joseph, come on up. Jennifer Avila, who is, again, our program assistant. This is her second year with our program. Jennifer. Hannah Bisland, who is from Lumberland. Hannah. I don't know if Hannah made it. There she is. Circle Park. Selena Castellano from Woodburn. Sin is a second-year intern as well. Blake Costa from Liberty. This is Blake's first year with our program. He worked at the Liberty CDC. Colin Frost from Phillipsport. Worked with the Phillipsport Category C. Brittany Fuller from Livingston Manor, also one of our scholarship recipients and a second-year intern. Taylor Goudreau from Mamakating, also a scholarship recipient this evening. You've heard from Jane Hyman. Jane is actually from Bethel and interned in Swan Lake. We're proud of her in Bethel as well. And Matt Carendian in Rock Hill. Madison McCormack, who interned in Jeffersonville, also a scholarship recipient. Okay. Jordan Mirch from Long Eddy. Thank you, Jordan, also a scholarship recipient this evening. Ranj Padu from Narrowsburg. Ranj. Ranj wore a tie to every meeting that we had. Sabrina Smith couldn't be with us because she's already back in college, but Sabrina is from Neversink, and she interned with us, but she had to go back to school already. Dejani Torres, who interned in the village of Monticello. I don't think Dejani made it tonight. And Manuel Valentin from Roscoe. Thank you so much. We thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you. You've done incredible things in your community. We wish you the very best. I know you're going to do amazing things as you go forward. Thank you. But before I go, wait, there's more. I want to personally thank the Center for Workforce Development, all of the legislatures here. The Center for Workforce Development is an incredible resource. We couldn't do this program without the support of the staff from Pat and Meg and Laura. And we all know Pat is retiring this year, and we want to thank her for her service and just want to tell her how special she is to us.
Well, good evening. My name is Alan Frischman, and I assist Sullivan Renaissance with its seasonal demonstration grant program. Please join me in welcoming Chrissy Walsh of Thompson Sanitation to the stage. The seasonal demonstration program is sponsored in part by Thompson Sanitation.
Good evening. Each year, we see seasonal communities doing more to beautify their properties, and our seasonal demonstration grant program grows to accommodate their enthusiasm for improvement. Last year, Sullivan Renaissance introduced a new contest, the Community Mitzvah Award, designed to engage summer residents in beautification efforts. Squala Bungalows in South Fallsburg came in ahead of 4 other camps and bungalow colonies for the $10,000 prize. This year, 10 camps and bungalow colonies are participating in the summer contest. 3 top prizes worth $10,000, $5,000, and $3,000 will be awarded to the participants that maintain their grounds and improve the look of their facilities. All the camps and colonies received initial seed grants of $500, as well as 2 planters and ice cream for children who participated in the educational portion of the contest. The best part. As each participant's name is called, please have a representative come up on stage to be recognized with certificates from Sullivan Renaissance and area officials. This year's 10 Sullivan Renaissance Community Mitzvah Award participants are American Theological Summer Camp for Boys in Kiamisha, Camp Banos Ahavas Israel Summer Camp for Boys in Liberty, Camp Masifta Eitz Chaim Summer Camp for Boys in Parksville, Camp Simcha, Summer Camp for Boys and Girls in Glen Spey. Camp Tashbar, Summer Camp for Boys in Liberty. Far Sight Bungalows, Bungalow in Monticello. Ikhud Hatza Medium, Bungalow Colony in Monticello. Chal Devrei Chaim, Bungalow Colony in Kanianga Lake. And Makna Gila Summer Camp for Girls in Liberty. And of course, Squala Bungalow Colony in South Fallsburg. Let's have a big round of applause.
While everybody's coming up, hi. I was up here before. My name is still Glenn Pontier. I'm still the executive director of Sullivan Renaissance. In a couple of minutes, Alan Frischman will announce the winners of the Community Mitzvah Award, which the judges selected last Wednesday from a list of the finalists. He'll also talk a little bit about the process. But in addition to those awards made by the judges, Sullivan Renaissance is recognizing one of these participants with a special award for excellence. This unique recognition is being given to a community that demonstrates an exceptional model of excellence. In fact, This facility serves as a model not only for camps and bungalow colonies and summer visitors, but for all institutions in Sullivan County. So, with great appreciation for the work it is doing and for the extraordinary beauty of its grounds, Sullivan Renaissance will present a special award for excellence in the amount of $5,000 to Camp Simca in Glens Bay. Congratulations.
For 6 weeks, Judy Green of Monticello served as a data taker to carefully observe each Mitzvah Award participant from the road, looking to see how well they perform their beautification tasks on a weekly basis. Judy, you're in the back. Please raise your hand. She really did a great job, something that we couldn't do. Last Wednesday, 3 distinguished judges from outside Sullivan County toured the 5 finalists to see how they had beautified their facilities and to meet with the camp personnel. The judges were Mary Lewis of the garden design firm Barncroft from Cornwall, New York, Rabbi Joel Schwab, religious leader of Temple Sinai in Middletown, New York, and Country Yossi Tovi, a radio personality and author from Brooklyn, New York. All the camps and bungalow colonies that competed in the contest but did not win will each receive a $500 completion grant. And here are the winning participants selected by the judges. The winner of 3rd place of the Community Mitzvah Award for $3,000 is... Dun, 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 little Jewish, what a kid there. The winner is American Theological. The winner of 2nd place in the community, the big check. The 2nd place winner in the Community Mitzvah Award contest for $5,000 is Kal Derev Chaim. And the winner of 1st place in the Community Mitzvah Award contest goes to Camp Benos Ahavas Yisrael. Congratulations to all our seasonal communities and to all of you who care about Sullivan County. Thank you very much.
How exciting. Congratulations to our summer communities for your participation. I'm Kathy Davidoff, a member of the Sullivan Renaissance Steering Committee, to make the presentations for the Category A projects. At first, I'd like you to join me in welcoming Helena Manzione from WSUL WVOS to the stage. Category A is sponsored in part with support from the radio stations. Thank you, Helena. As we begin our community presentations, we please ask that each group note in the program your place, which is listed first by town or village or hamlet, so that we can have you queue up to come up to the stage. That would be very helpful in moving the program along. Category A projects include welcome signs, planters, and small gardens. These are new projects at single locations and are often a new or smaller group that want to keep their efforts focused. 2 of the 9 Sullivan Renaissance 2014 community projects in Category A did not finish. It was a welcome sign enhancement in the town of Coshocton and a landscaping project at the Islamic Cultural Center in Monticello. But the good news is they are prepared to complete their project in the future. This year's completed Category A projects are, in Lake Huntington, the Lake Huntington Fire Department, who worked on a memorial garden. Please join us on stage. In Liberty, the Liberty Museum and Art Center that worked on a museum facade enhancements. The Liberty United Methodist Church worked on a Phase 3 church landscaping. The Sullivan County Child Care Council worked on their Phase 2 of the Forgotten Gardens that are no longer forgotten. In Roscoe, the Roscoe Presbyterian Church did a landscaping project. In Swan Lake, the Swan Lake Fire Department worked on a sign garden. In Thompson, the town of Thompson, the Monticello Area Football and Cheerleading Organization worked on their field and roadside beautification. Sullivan Renaissance will also recognize participants in Category A with 2 special awards. These are Judges' Choice Awards for communities that have demonstrated outstanding efforts in the areas of historic preservation and youth engagement. These awards are made possible with the support of the Sullivan County Democrat. Please now help me to welcome Fred Stabbert III, the publisher of the Sullivan County Democrat, to present this year's special awards in Category A.
There's a big crowd here. I got it. I found it. I just wanted to say on Saturday I had the opportunity to take a couple of judges around to 10 different showing of flowers and what great projects they were, and a real tribute to all the volunteers in Sullivan Renaissance. And I just wanted to tell you a little something about Phillipsport. I got to go into the community hall while the judges were judging the projects, and Matt was setting up for a meeting, for a movie. I go, Matt, what are you guys watching tonight? The History of Seeds. So I guess Renaissance has even affected the movie selections down in Phillipsport. And you better watch out next year. Phillipsport's going to be hot, I'll tell you. So without further ado, I'm Fred, and I'm a Renaissancer. And this year's special awards in Category A. The special awards are intended to recognize communities that have demonstrated outstanding efforts in historic preservation and youth engagement as part of their Sullivan Renaissance 2014 projects. The Historic Preservation Award of $250 goes to the project that best interpreted local history or incorporated an historic element. The winner in Category A is the envelope is sealed. Liberty Museum and Arts Center. The Youth Award of $1,000 goes to the project that demonstrates outstanding efforts in youth involvement. The winner in Category A is Liberty United Methodist Church. Congratulations to all of the winners this evening.
Okay, so now we're on to first, second, and third place prizes. Third place for Category A for $1,000 goes to Lake Huntington Fire Department. Let's have you come right out here. Okay, now we have second place in Category A for $2,000. And the winner is Roscoe Presbyterian Church. We have your check coming for you. And now in Category A, first place for $3,000 goes to Swan Lake Fire Department. Thank you to all of you. Thank you very much. And just to remind you, we still have showing of flowers, so there's still opportunities for more awards.
Good evening. I'm going to take those cheerleaders with me. I could use them in the newsroom. Be great, huh? Hello, I'm Barry Lewis, executive editor at the Times Herald Record and a member of the Sullivan Renaissance Steering Committee. and I'm here to make the presentation to the Category B groups. And like Fred, I also had the opportunity on Saturday to drive the judges around, and I got to tell you, sometimes you think you know your county, and I've been living here in Sullivan for nearly 40 years, but some of the best parts of being a driver for the judges is getting to places that you usually don't get to visit in the course of your life, and Phillipsport and Long Eddy and parts of that. Just again, you know, I don't know who won, even though I heard the judges talking, and they were all impressed, and I'm not going to say just yet, but again, just outstanding. I worked near the Stevensville, and I saw that castle being, and I had no idea it was next to it. And Jeffersonville, those folks, back year after year, and you saw the devastation, and they talked about how other Renaissance groups helped them in their time of need. And I guess that's really what Renaissance is all about. It's not just about what you're doing in your own backyard, but what you're doing in the backyard of your neighbor and folks that you may not have ever known. So again, congratulations for everyone. Please join me in welcoming Paul Siliberto and Michelle Cimarano from Thunder 102 to the stage. They did not pay me to say that. Category B is sponsored in part with support from Bold Gold Media Group and Thunder 102. Thank you very much. The Category B projects are multiple element projects, including park enhancements, building renovations, and large gardens. Groups that engage in these projects are generally more experienced and autonomous. The 9 Sullivan Renaissance 2014 community projects in Category B are in Fallsburg, Dynamite Youth Center, landscaping and sign gardens. In Glen Spey, Lumberland Parks and Recreation, the ball field beautification. In Liberty, CCE Master Gardeners, Centennial Entrance Garden. Was that a rooster? It was Paul's stomach, you said? Didn't they feed you? Can somebody get him a Danish, please? St. Peter's Regional School, school landscaping. In Livingston Manor Methodist Church, church landscaping. In Mamakating, Mountain Lake Camps Association, signs and entry landscaping. In Roscoe, the Roscoe Rockland Chamber revamping Main Street. In Thompson, the Town of Thompson signs and park enhancements. And in Woodridge, Village of Woodridge, Krieger Park enhancements. And now to our special awards in Category B. Again, these are Judges' Choice Awards for communities that have demonstrated outstanding efforts in the areas of historic preservation, environmental stewardship, and youth engagement. These Category B awards are made possible with the support from the River Reporter. Please help me in welcoming Brianne Cochran, the General Manager of the River Reporter, to present the special awards.
Good evening. I'm Brianne Cochran, the General Manager of the River Reporter, and I'm presenting the special awards in Category B. The special awards are intended to recognize communities that have demonstrated outstanding efforts in environmental stewardship and youth engagement as part of the Sullivan Renaissance 2014 projects. The Environmental Stewardship Award of $500 goes to the project that has best addressed the creation of a natural habitat and food source for butterflies and other pollinators. The winner in Category B is sorry. Roscoe Rockland Chamber. The Youth Engagement Award of $500 each goes to 4 projects that demonstrate outstanding efforts in youth involvement. The winners are Dynamite Youth Center. Cornell Cooperative Extension. Roscoe Rockland Chamber. And certainly not, last but not least, St. Peter's Regional School. Congratulations.
And I just want to mention again that the winners of this category and the others have been determined by an outside panel of judges that traveled to each of the communities and made the decision for us. So we thank the judges ever so much. Category B, third place for $5,000 goes to, do I hear the drummer? Roscoe Rockland Chamber. Category B, second place for $7,000 goes to St. Peter's Regional Church. And now, first place for $10,000 goes to Dynamite Youth Center. flowers because of her seminars. So congratulations, and again, stick around for the Showing of Flowers Awards. But congratulations all. Well, this is very exciting, and we have more to come. And if we could please welcome to the stage Aileen Gunther, a generous supporter of Sullivan Renaissance, who will be presenting the awards for Category C.
Those kids from Dynamite Youth Center certainly are dynamite. Congratulations. And to all the recipients tonight, you do so much for our community. I'm always pleased to be part of the Sullivan Renaissance Award Ceremony. I guess this is my 13th. I've been in office, and after my husband Jacob died, I actually presented his Golden Feather Award that year, right after his death. So I'm pleased to be here. It brings back good memories, and I thank you to this entire community. First and foremost, I'd also like to thank Sandra and Alan Gary for their tireless dedication to Sullivan County. You truly make it a more beautiful place to live. Thank you, Alan and Sandra. To all the staff of the Sullivan Renaissance, you really have brought our community a long, long way, and you deserve our thanks and congratulations. We always hear a lot about return on investments, and I'm happy to say that when you drive through this county and see the remarkable difference the Sullivan Renaissance projects have made, it is amazing and invaluable. So thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Helen Budrock. I'm a community planner with Sullivan Renaissance. Thank you. And I'm here to present the Category C groups, which are sponsored in part with support from Assemblywoman Aileen Gunther. This year there are 5 communities in the Category C program. For those of you who don't know, Category C involves community-wide beautification projects at multiple locations. In addition to beautification, these projects often include complicated design and planning elements that may take more than 1 year to implement, as well as funding leveraged from other grant sources besides Sullivan Renaissance. Each of these communities experienced unique challenges this year, and all of them rose to the occasion and did a really great job. So let's give them a quick round of applause. Okay. First, it is my pleasure to introduce the Village of Jeffersonville and the members of Jeffersonville GEMS. This year, the Village and Park embarked on an ambitious park project and community performance space on a parcel of land they recently acquired on the island just outside of Main Street. Great progress was made, only to have the fencing, newly created gardens, and woodland pathways swept away in a devastating flood in early July. Volunteers were able to regroup and partially restore the park grounds, and gardens, which feature several metal sculptures. At the same time, GEMS focused its efforts on enhancing the existing gardens along Main Street, installing whimsical tiny doors throughout the downtown, and beautifying a vacant downtown commercial building that has a performance space in the rear. So, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Bill. So next, it's my pleasure to introduce members of Long Eddy Renaissance. The group focused its beautification efforts on the 4 corners that lead to the popular fishing access along the Delaware River. Volunteers planted trees, added several new gardens and benches, created new directional signage, and the group also maintained and enhanced several past projects, including gardens at the Long Eddy Fire Department and the Basket Historical Society. So there you go. There you go. Next, it is my pleasure to introduce members of the Phillipsport Community Center. They partnered with volunteers from the Phillipsport Methodist Church and the Poplar Grove Cemetery. Together, they enhanced several existing gardens, including a little library where residents can borrow books. The Methodist Church received new landscaping and container planters, while the cemetery underwent a dramatic transformation. New entry gardens were added, historic iron gates repurposed, and a well pump restored, and worn-out fencing was replaced. Thank you, Phillipsport. Next, I'd like to introduce members of the Rock Hill Fire Department. The fire department partnered with the Rock Hill Business and Community Association on an ambitious park project. New ball fields were created on the firehouse grounds, and previously undeveloped areas were cleared and graded to provide additional parking, a picnic area, and a playground. Over 24 trees were planted. A large terrace garden was created to beautify the grounds. And further, in other locations in Rock Hill, the Business Association added a bandstand to the farmers market site on Rock Hill Drive, along with whimsical metal sculptures created by a local artist. Pretty cool. Okay, last but certainly not least, I'd like to introduce members of the Swan Lake Renaissance. Where are you guys? Last year, volunteers unearthed a miniature stone castle in the woods just off of Briscoe Road. Originally constructed in 1930 on the grounds of the Commodore Hotel, this historic castle has been painstakingly restored by volunteers. A bluestone patio was leveled and relayed, brick pathways redone, beautiful new gardens installed, along with historic interpretive signage. The group also refurbished several existing gardens on the roads that line Swan Lake, including their beautiful waterfall garden and lakeside park. Congratulations to all of the Category C communities for their hard work. At this time, please help me welcome Ryan Kelly on behalf of the Christ Company to present this year's special awards.
Good evening. I'm Ryan Kelly, and I'm happy to be here on behalf of the Christ Company in Monticello to present the special awards in Category C. These special awards recognize communities that have demonstrated outstanding efforts in 3 areas: historic preservation, environmental stewardship, and youth engagement, as part of their 2014 Sullivan Renaissance projects. The Historic Preservation Award of $1,000 goes to the project that best interpreted local history and incorporated a historic element. The winner in Category C is Swan Lake Renaissance. The Environmental Stewardship Award of $1,000 goes to a project that has best addressed an environmental issue. The winner in Category C is Long Eddy Renaissance. The Youth Engagement Award of $1,000 goes to the project that demonstrates outstanding efforts in youth involvement. The winner is Rock Hill Fire Department. Congratulations.
Wait a minute, Rick. Yep, you do the planning award first.
Okay. Now we have the Category C. The planning award of $5,000 goes to Rock Hill Fire Department.
I'll trade with you. You can take your picture.
This is the Category C. It's a Silver Feather Award. It's $10,000. And the Silver Feather goes to the Village of Jeffersonville. Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have to do the check. We're a little slow with writing.
Hold on, we're writing the check. Okay, the final. The Golden Feather Award, it's $25,000, goes to Philliport Community Center.
Long names. I know, right?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Get them all up here.
Come
This
on,
is great.
get them
Come
all
on.
up quickly.
Thank you so much. We did not expect this at all. Did not expect it. That's wonderful. Thank you. Go back into the park, right? I'm gonna go back on without you. You know that. Oh, they deserve it. They deserve it. That's great. I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. That's great. That is great. Huh?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Diana Wiener, and I'm the horticulture coordinator here at Sullivan Renaissance. It's a pleasure to be here and to share the excitement of presenting this year's maintenance groups in our Renaissance program. It was 14 years ago that 30 groups received the first Renaissance grants to beautify communities. I was a judge that first year and recognized the hard work and dedication that's been needed to maintain the gardens over such a span of time. One of the programs that Sullivan Renaissance offers to groups is the need to maintain long-established gardens with horticultural advice from our roving team headed by Vivian Maltari Ginsburg, our horticulture liaison. She and our summer horticulture assistants, Brittany Renison, Matt Young, and Sean Renison. Come up to the stage, please. Come on up. You have each worked tirelessly this summer to renew the vision of the original gardens that were created throughout the county. Thank you for helping breathe new life into these spaces this growing season. Let's have a round of applause for our incredible team. Thank you again for your strength and endurance. Another round of applause. That's it.
Sorry, I'm going off script. This team is absolutely amazing. Not what, yes, please. They work in the heat, in the rain. I'd love to have them here in the snow, but they all go off to school. They haul stone, soil, mulch. They are tireless. And they work with me almost full time. And then they work volunteering to get a scholarship, and they work at night selling kettle corn at Bethel Woods. So these young adults are absolutely amazing. I'm proud to have them on my team. They love their work. They always have a great smile, and you are just so wonderful. I can't say enough about you. Thank you for your good work this summer.
Thank you. This spring, we introduced 5 new plants, 2 annuals, 1 native perennial, 1 native shrub, and 1 native tree, designed to meet the challenges of gardening in Sullivan County. They are attractive, tough, and reliable, and we're happy to see them blooming this summer in so many of your projects. We thank the following garden centers and nurseries that supported our 2014 Renaissance gardening season: Delaware Valley Farm Home and Garden, Laurel Grove Greenhouses, Liberty Home Garden and Pet, L&M Greenhouse, Manza's Family Farm, Monticello Farm Home and Garden, Monticello Greenhouses, and Vita's Farm and Garden Center. A round of applause. Our garden design panel reviews all of the garden submissions for our A, B, and C projects to ensure that they are both beautiful and sustainable. This talented group of gardeners, garden designers, and horticulturists play a crucial role to ensure that the garden elements and designs you submitted would actually work, and that the plants chosen would survive. After 3 days of garden review, each of the 26 projects was given written suggestions as well as words of encouragement. Members of the 2014 Garden Design Panel, if you're here tonight, please stand up. Marietta Beanland, Peg Berg, Maureen Chard, Kathy Davidoff, Caroline DeWild, Susan Dollard, Gay D'Onofrio, Kathy Fielding, Kate Honders, Yarna Managay, Laura McFadden, Denise Patty, Nancy Shunk, Danuta Skorolska, Irene Stover, Barbara Sush, and Annalise Vogel. Please join me on a round of applause. This year, our maintenance program supported 22 groups that were awarded grants up to $1,000 to replace and repair hardscape, plant new shrubs, perennials, and annuals, as well as paint and maintain other elements of their projects. They also received $250 in flower dollars, $250 in bulb dollars, and a merchant discount card. We wish you luck in the Showing of Flowers Awards, and thank you again for the continued success in keeping your communities neat and clean, accented with colorful beds of pots and baskets of beautiful flowers. Beautiful places attract new businesses and new residents, decrease crime, and increase community spirit. I would like to introduce Jim Boxberger from Monticello Farm, Home and Garden to help present certificates to this year's maintenance projects. Jim and our other merchant discount program providers provide support to our groups in many ways. Now, we are pleased to recognize this year's maintenance support projects. As we begin our presentations, the group should note your place in your program. I'm going to announce 11 maintenance support program participants first that have multiple gardens. So if these 11 would come on stage as I call your name. In Callicoon Business Association. In Hurleyville, Sullivan First. In Liberty Community Development Corporation. In Livingston Manor Renaissance. In Mountaindale Action Committee. In Narrowsburg Beautification Group. In Neversink Renaissance. In White Sulphur Springs Sullivan First. In Woodburn Action Committee. In Woodridge Kiwanis. In Wurtsboro Renaissance. If I could have a round of applause. With so many people, we have to set up the shot. And another round of applause, please. Thank you all. If you'll be seated, I'll now next announce and call up to the stage the 11 Maintenance Support Program participants that have single gardens in 2014. In Bethel, Smallwood Mongup Fire Department. In Bloomingburg, Town of Mamakating Park. In Callicoon, St. James Episcopal Church. In Ferndale, Sullivan County Visitors Association. In Highland Lake Fire Department. In Hurleyville, Sullivan County Historical Society. In Monticello, Bethlehem Temple Church. Also in Monticello, Hudson River Healthcare. In Mountaindale, Yeshiva Zikron Meyer. In Rock Hill, YMCA of Sullivan County. In Woodridge Housing Authority. Big round of applause. we miss? A last round of applause. Thank you. All of the maintenance projects are eligible for the Showing of Flower Awards being announced next. Thank you, Jim, for helping me this evening. And thank you all for your continued vision, efforts, and most importantly, your success.
Well, we're approaching the finale of our program tonight, and I wanted to thank the Fallsburg Junior Seniors cheerleaders. You did a great job. Very good. Well done. Thank you. Well, it is with great pleasure that I'm able to introduce Deborah and Michael Sweeten, our Showing of Flower judges. Deborah and Michael have worked with Sullivan Renaissance for many years, not only in a judging capacity, but have advised us on a variety of horticultural needs. Thank you.
Good evening. I feel privileged to be here and to be a judge. Visiting all of your communities is the highlight of my summer. I'm, again, delighted to be here. Peter Patel, Linda Onifree, and I were the judges for the Showing of Flowers maintenance program. Please join me in welcoming Karen Fisher from Fisher Mears Associates to the stage. The Showing of Flowers is sponsored in part with support from Fisher Mears Associates. Thank you. This is the third year for the Showing of Flowers maintenance category. There were 17 different participants. This year, the participants were divided into two categories, multiple gardens and single gardens. Judging was on well-established former projects for the maintenance of their gardens, containers, hanging baskets, and not on newly established elements. Judging criteria was based on an abundance of variety of colorful flowers, complexity of design, and the variety of the plants used. As judges, we also considered gardens within a community, which included both project and non-project elements. Year-round appeal was also a consideration. While maintenance of the various elements within each community was a factor, this Showing of Flowers award is based on the bold impact of your floral display, or what we call the wow factor. In addition to the Showing of Flowers Best Overall Maintenance Award for each category, we have been given the option to present 4 Judges' Choice Awards. This award is a special consideration for the other gardens within the 17 communities. So I'd like to start with those Judges' Choice Awards. And the winner of the first Judges' Choice Award for their vibrant use of color in a business district for $1,000 is the Callicoon Business Association. Congratulations. The second Judges' Choice Award for beautification efforts in all aspects of their community for $1,000 goes to Hurleyville Sullivan First. The third Judge's Choice Award for their consistently well-maintained gardens for $1,000 goes to Livingston Manor Renaissance. Supposed to be giving me that. Oh, I am? We'll have to do it later. The fourth Judge's Choice Award for unifying their community with flowers for $1,000 goes to Never Sink Renaissance. The 2014 Sullivan Renaissance Showing of Flowers Maintenance Best Overall Single Garden Award of $3,000 for wowing the judges with their bold plantings is the Sullivan County Visitors Association. Congratulations. And the 2014 Sullivan Renaissance Showing of Flowers Maintenance Best Overall Multiple Garden Award goes to the Narrowsburg Beautification Group.
Is this an exciting night or what, huh? Very good. I've been very honored and lucky to be a judge for, I think, 10 years, and there's two observations. Number one, you make it harder and harder every year to find the ones that really rise to the top because everybody is so great, and you're doing a great job. And the second thing is, everybody in this room is responsible for transforming Sullivan County, and you can see it every year that we come back. It's terrific. So congratulations to all of you, everybody. My name is Michael Sweeten, and it was my pleasure to judge this year with my partner Ann Smith, who is here, the showing of flower participants, and to be here tonight to announce the winners. As participants in Sullivan Renaissance program, each community has many reasons to be proud of the contribution it has made to a very successful ongoing program. In the 14 years of Sullivan Renaissance, by far this year, the showing of flowers has been absolutely exceptional. Perhaps this is partially due to the participation in the seminars that you go to and the horticultural advice that you've been able to get through Sullivan Renaissance. You're encouraged to take every advantage you can of these programs because they're there to help you and to make you a winner. The Showing of Flowers award is based on the first impression, that wow factor that we've heard about a lot tonight. The ideal display is one where the flowers are abundant and colorful, so it knocks your socks off. That's what we're gaming for here. Your communities have reached such level of excellence, where it now has become very difficult, as I mentioned, for us to pick the winners. But we have to pick them, so here we go. As the prior case, we had the opportunity to provide 4 individual awards, and we've chosen these. The first $1,000 winner for the best use of the Sullivan Renaissance Collection is the CCE Master Gardeners. Well, we wish them well. The next 1,000, oh, here they are. Spectacular garden, very beautiful. The next winner of $1,000 is for the best new garden in an urban setting, and we're very proud to present that to the Liberty United Methodist Church. The next $1,000 winner for the best innovative and historical community display is, ladies, Long Eddy Renaissance. Great job, thank you. And our last $1,000 winner for the best creative use of color is St. Peter's Regional School. The moment many of us have been waiting for. The $5,000 winner is for the best overall showing of flowers, and it was chosen based on the following elements: the overall number of gardens, planters, and displays, an abundance of color, texture, unique combinations, and liberal use of the Sullivan Renaissance Collection, innovative designs including vertical plantings, the scale of the gardens that were appropriate for the size of the buildings and the wall spaces, an appropriate mix of perennials, annuals, shrubs, and trees that create a year-round appeal while encouraging pollination for sustainability. You also need to have a good use of native and non-invasive plants and a thoughtful and reflective signage that entices the visitor to explore and enjoy the multiple gardens. And the winner of the $5,000 prize for best showing of flowers is the Dynamite Youth Group.
Well, what an award ceremony it's been. Congratulations to all the volunteers for your projects, to all the winning communities. Sullivan County looks and feels better because of you. Thanks to Bethel Woods and the staff for the hospitality and having us here tonight. Thanks to everyone from Granite Associates, the Gary Foundation who made this possible. Thanks to the judges for your time and expertise. Special thanks to my colleagues in Sullivan Renaissance. You are the best. Gratitude to Sandra and Alan Gary for their commitment to this program. For those of you who've caught the spirit and want to get an early start on next year's beautification, you'll be pleased to hear we'll again be accepting applications for early admission this fall, so all the details will be released in September. Applications will be due in October. We're going to award the letters in November, so all your paperwork can be done this fall. Don't forget the Golden Feather reception on Saturday, August 23rd in Phillipsport. And have a safe home, everybody.